Hi, everybody. My name is Alex Silas. I'm the Regional Vice President for PSAC here in the National Capital Region. Make some noise, PSAC! Yeah! Je m'appelle Alexis Laure, je suis le vice-président régional pour l'AFPC ici dans la région de la capitale nationale. Faites du bruit! Yeah! The first speaker that I have the pleasure of bringing up to the stage is Pauline Worsfold, a registered nurse, a frontline registered nurse, and the chairperson of the Canadian Health Coalition. Everybody lift your voices, make some noise for Pauline! Pauline!
Hi, everybody, and thanks for coming out on this freezing cold day. We are warm in our hearts, that's for sure, because we love healthcare. Today, our messages are for the Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau, and all the premiers. Because politicians don't change their mind because they see the light. They change their mind because they feel the heat. And we're here today to bring the heat. And it's time that the politicians catch up to the people. What the people want. What do we want? Pharmacare. When do we want it?
Now!
I say pharmacare. You say?
Now!
I say pharmacare. You say?
Now!
Woo! You guys are awesome. So the politicians have the plan. They've had the plan for a couple of years now. It's up to them to implement the plan, and it's up to them to catch up to the people of Canada who want pharmacare now. They have to find the willpower to institute the plan. Pharmacare not only saves money, but it saves lives. Saves money, saves lives. Saves money, saves lives. That's the most important thing, right? Filled prescriptions mean empty emergency rooms. If people can't afford their prescriptions, they end up in the emergency departments, and that's part of the problem why our emergencies are full to overflowing every single day. I am a registered nurse, a frontline registered nurse, and I see it on the regular, let me tell you. Our second theme today is stop privatization. We have to stop the for-profits. Do you know why? Because profit doesn't care.
No, it doesn't.
Profit doesn't care about people. Profit doesn't care about health and wellness. Profit doesn't care about mental health. Profit doesn't care. We care. Nurses care. Healthcare workers care. Union activists care. The Canadian Health Coalition cares. That's who cares, because profit doesn't care. The only thing profit cares about is profit. You guys are awesome. We're also here to tell the premiers and the Prime Minister that however many billions of dollars that are going to go to the provinces need to have accountability mechanisms built in. We don't want one single penny going to for-profit healthcare. Not one single penny. Because profit doesn't care. All right. Profit doesn't care.
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 Amen. Solidarity.
Keep it going! Profit doesn't care!
Profit doesn't care.
Profit doesn't care!
Profit doesn't care.
Profit doesn't care!
Profit doesn't care.
Woo! Make some noise! Faites du bruit tout le monde! Hey, il fait fret un petit peu, mais moi, ça me réchauffe de vous voir toute la gang. Ça vous réchauffe-tu? Does it warm you up to be here? It's a cold day, but I'm feeling fired up. Yeah. All right, the next speaker I have the pleasure of bringing to the stage is the Vice President of the Canadian Labour Congress, la vice-présidente du Congrès du Travail du Canada. Make some noise for Siobhan Vipon.
It is such a pleasure to be here with you on behalf of the 3 million unionized workers from coast to coast to coast who have had enough with us paying the price of an underfunded healthcare system. We hear from everybody, they're feeling the squeeze because things are more expensive. They can't afford this, and now they have to pay for healthcare? What a shame here in Canada. We're hearing from the frontline workers who are exhausted. They're at a breaking point. And guess what? They've been telling us there's been a problem for years, but it took this pandemic to highlight it so that we all understood the problem in front of us. But there's a solution. This morning, the numbers being bantered around are over $100 billion over 10 years. That can make the difference we need, but it needs to go for publicly funded, publicly provided, publicly delivered healthcare. It needs to go to address frontline workers who do not have the support that they require. They need a strategy around what work looks like. Because what I'm hearing is people's heartbreak that they are not allowed to provide the care they want, that they know their patients need, and that is something we can fix. So let's do that. Let's invest in pharmacare. Let's invest in mental health. Let's invest in long-term care. Let's invest in home care. Let's invest in the public health care system we can all be proud of. Every decision that is being made in this surrounding area today needs to be about people and not profits. People, not profits. People, not profits. People, not profits. Solidarity, my friends.
Woo! People, not profits. That's right, folks. The next speaker that I'm going to welcome to the stage is from the party that is fighting for pharmacare, that is standing in solidarity with labor so that we can have a pharmacare system. Make some noise for MP Don Davies, NDP critic for healthcare. Make some noise!
Hi, everyone. Listen, thank you so much for coming out today. I have 3 main messages that I want to deliver. The first one is a message of gratitude. I want to thank each and every one of you and all of the members, the millions of Canadians across this country who we know are the backbone of calling for public health care in this country. And it's their solidarity, it's their demands, it's their pressure that has forced the Liberal government to finally sit down with the premiers and put money into health care. So first of all, thank you for everything you're doing for public health care. Second, I want to talk about truth and lies. Here's the lie. There is, for 40 years, been a movement in this country, the neoliberal, neoconservative movement, that tries to tell people that the private sector delivers things more efficiently and cheaper. In healthcare, I'm here to tell you, bald-faced lie. The truth is that when you have profit in healthcare, you are diverting money that is not going to patients, it's not going to technology, it's not going to healthcare workers, it is going to line the pockets of someone making money. And in this country, we want every single penny that we put into healthcare to go where it belongs, which is to patients and the healthcare providers who deliver that service. The truth is our public healthcare system is the most efficient, the most cost-effective, and the most equitable way to deliver healthcare. You only have to look south of the border to see that. Where we in this country cover everybody, and our per capita cost to deliver that healthcare is lower than the United States. So my third and final point is one on innovation. We do need innovation in this country. But we don't need the innovation, the false innovation that people like Doug Ford and Heather Stephenson and Danielle Smith are offering this country. Here's the innovation we need. We need billions more dollars to be added to our public healthcare system, and every public dollar must go to public healthcare. Here's some innovation. We need more team-based care, where doctors, nurses, nurse practitioners, allied health professionals and frontline healthcare workers, the cleaners, the laundry workers, the people who keep our hospitals open and the lights on, where those people work together to deliver care. We need more of that. That's innovation. And I'll tell you what else we need. We need more operating theaters open in hospitals. We need more diagnostics to be brought under the public healthcare system so that people get their MRIs in the public system, not in a private clinic where someone's making money off someone's health problem. That is the kind of innovation that we need in this country. So I want to just stop and just say thank you. We got to this point together, and we're not going to stop until we not only protect public health care in this country, but we strengthen it and we expand it, not only with pharmacare, not only with mental health, but also with dental care, so that every single person in this country, not one person is missed, so they can get the health care they need when they need it through our public health care system. Thanks very much, everybody. Public health care for all.
I'm giving Don Davies, our friend and ally, another pair of pharmacare socks because we've been waiting so long to get pharmacare. The other ones probably wore out.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, make some noise, everybody. Keep it going. How you feeling? You still with me? Profits don't care. Profits don't care. Les profits font mal. Les profits font mal. All right, everybody, raise your voices. Our next speaker is the president of CUPE, le président du SCFP. Make some noise for Mark Hancock.
All right, how y'all doing? It's a beautiful day for a Vancouver boy. I gotta tell you, it's great to be here with so many friends from the labor movement and people that care about our healthcare system. We represent 190,000 members in healthcare, 715 all across the country. And of course, if you don't work in healthcare, you still rely on it. My friends, what we're seeing these days in the prairie provinces, here in Ontario, and the East Coast, is a complete attack on what we rely on when we fundamentally need and deserve as Canadians. You know, I may have been born in the night, but I sure as hell wasn't born last night. We're seeing from the Conservatives their old playbook. Rip it down. Starve the service. And when people are complaining they're going to contract it out, are we going to let them do that? No! Are we going to let them do that? No! My friends, we have a lot of allies, a lot of friends, and you just heard from Don, and I saw Jagmeet's over here as well. The NDP, whether it's here in Ottawa or in our provinces back home, are the folks that we need to support in this fight. They can't do it alone. And my friends, my commitment to you from our union, from CUPE, is that we will fight them in the legislatures. We will fight them in the meeting rooms. And we will fight them on the streets if it need be. Solidarity, my friends.
Keep it going. Make some noise, everybody. So we got a surprise guest here that I'm going to invite up to say a few words. Make some noise, everybody, for the leader of the NDP, le leader du NPD, Jagmeet Singh. Faites du bruit!
How you doing, everybody? Let's start off with the sign right there. Profits doesn't care. Ready? Profits doesn't care. Profit doesn't care.
Profit doesn't care.
And then for my French brothers and sisters, les profits font mal. Les profits font mal. Beautiful. Our vision for healthcare is healthcare that's there for people when they need it. Families that don't have to wait for hours and hours to get their kids the care they need at a children's hospital. Our vision is that people don't wait in pain for months and months to receive the appropriate surgeries they need. But is that how things are right now? No. Sadly, that's not how things are. Right now, we've got a healthcare system that's under crisis. Our healthcare workers are burnt out, overworked, and stressed out. They're morally injured because they can't deliver the care that they've trained to deliver. And it's because the federal conservatives and liberals, conservative premiers, are cutting healthcare funding. They've been cutting it, and do you know why they're cutting it? They want to set up the argument that the only solution is to bring in for-profit care. So we have a critical choice right now. We have a critical choice. We've got to send a message to Prime Minister Trudeau. We've got a choice. We can build up and rebuild our healthcare system and invest in hiring more frontline healthcare workers. Or he can continue down the path of for-profit, private care, which will starve our public system, which will poach those public workers. We've got to make a line clear today that we as Canadians are proud of our universal public healthcare system. We need to fund it, defend it, expand it, build it up. On doit défendre notre système de santé publique. On doit investir pour embaucher plus de travailleurs de santé. The solution is clear. We know we need more healthcare workers. We need to make sure every public dollar goes to the pockets of it, goes towards investing in more healthcare workers, not into the pockets of for-profit clinics. We need to defend our public healthcare system, not put more money into the profits of rich corporations. We need to make sure our kids have the healthcare they need for the next generation. And we can do that, my friends. You know, when Tommy Douglas brought forward the idea of universal health care, he said from the beginning that we would need to defend it. We would need to fight back because the profit-hungry vultures would always be circling, trying to find ways to make profit off of our healthcare system. So, New Democrats, Labour, Canadians came together to fight for our healthcare system. Now it's up to us to defend it. Are you ready? Will you fight to defend our system? Will you fight to respect the frontline healthcare workers? Let's get it done, my friends. We're going to keep on fighting hard. Thank you so much. Merci beaucoup. Thank you.
We need to fund it, defend it, fight for it, build it up, fund it, defend it, fight for it, build it up, fund it, defend it, fight for it, build it up. Just you. Woo, y'all are a great crowd. Make some noise for yourselves. I want to make sure we shout out the organizers. Can I get everybody to lift their voices and make some noise for the Canadian Health Coalition? Make some noise for the Ottawa Health Coalition. Yeah. All right, our next speaker is Charlene Stewart, president of SEIU, la présidente du SEIU. Make some noise for Charlene Stewart!
Okay, stay up there now. I get to follow Jagmeet. Yay! All right. Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for coming out on this chilly day for such an important meeting. And we want them to hear all over Ottawa who's here, okay? So tell me, are there healthcare workers here? Are there union workers here? Are there public health care advocates here? All right. Do we have champions for public health care here? We do. We are all here together to defend public health care and to send a message to all levels of government. Save our public health care. We need them to hear us when we say, profits must not come before care. We need them to hear us when we say, stop privatization. We need them to hear us when we say, pharmacare now. If you don't think they can hear us, then let's be a little louder. When I say health, you say care. Health. 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 All right, they're going to hear us loud and clear. And we call it health care, not health privatization. not health profits. Healthcare is quality care, not credit card care. It's about people, not profits. We can't let corporations do to our public hospitals what they do to our nursing homes, where shareholder dividends come before senior dignity and staff safety. Healthcare is a human right. These are our Canadian values, where access to quality care is based on need, not the number of commas on your bank account. So let's be clear. Canada needs a new deal to save public health care. We need a new deal for pharmacare now. It's time to live up to the legacy of Tommy Douglas and improve the Canada Health Act to strengthen and expand public health care for all, including care where people need it. And that means home care. Include that in the Canada Health Act. And by the way, any anti-worker premier who imposes unconstitutional wage restraints on frontline healthcare workers should be held in contempt of the Canada Health Act. And any anti-woman premier who takes healthcare workers to court to deny us pay equity should be held in contempt of the Canada Health Act. And any anti-senior premier who kicks the elderly out of hospitals with the threat of big bills or sends them away from their family and into an understaffed nursing home should be held in contempt of the Canada Health Act. It's time the Canada Health Act reflect our values as people. It's time we raise the wages of personal support workers and registered practical nurses and all nurses and all healthcare workers. Because as Dr. Armstrong taught us, the conditions of work are the conditions of care. Healthcare workers, so many healthcare workers died during the pandemic because greedy employers failed to protect them at work. That can never, ever, ever happen again. We're here. We are here on behalf of them and for all workers who show up on the front line each and every day, and all Canadians who depend on their care. To the premiers, hear us loud and clear. We will be holding you accountable to ensure that taxpayers' dollars that are supposed to be delivered at healthcare are delivered for quality, public-funded, and accessible healthcare in a safe, adequate staffed service where the patient or the resident is the first priority, not profits. And we will do that with public messaging like rallies like this. We will lobby like we're doing today, and we will remember you at the ballot box. Healthcare, 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 healthcare.
Keep it going, make some noise, Fitzabri! This is fine, actually. I'm not that tall, so I'm fine here. All right, I want to give another shout out. We have a lot of friends wearing orange vests. Uniform members are here acting as marshals. Make some noise for our marshals. Yes. And next up to the stage, we're going to bring up Noreen Rizvi, Unifor's Ontario Regional Director. Make some noise for Unifor.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Len Poirier, National Secretary, Treasurer of Unifor Canada. Welcome and thank everyone for showing up today. We're here with our elected officials from coast to coast on behalf of our 315,000 members, plus our retirees, showing that we represent multiple sectors from auto transportation, rail, road, the fisheries, energies, telecommunications, all 20 plus sectors of the Union of Canada in various sectors, all here for one reason today, to support our healthcare workers, the healthcare workers of the other unions, and collectively, all healthcare, we can do this. We'll keep going, we'll be strong, and on behalf of each of our regional directors, we thank you for coming out today, and I'm going to pass it over for our first regional director from Atlantic Canada, Jen Murray.
everyone. Jen Marie, Atlantic Regional Director with Unifor. I am proud to say that I was born and raised in Atlantic Canada, in New Brunswick. We've seen firsthand the heartbreaking effects of a terribly underfunded system in the Atlantic provinces, similar to and much the same as all of Canada. Imagine people dying in our emergency rooms. Emergency rooms closed. Paramedics not able to make it to their calls for hours. Let's just take 1 second and think about the effects this is having on our healthcare workers. Imagine going to work every single day, not knowing what you're about to face. It's no surprise that the government that fails to invest in healthcare is the same government moving to strip workers' rights. Unifor is organizing alongside other unions in the Atlantic provinces, and we commit to fight this fight until we win. Solidarity.
Good morning. Are you warm? Oh yeah, let them know inside how you're feeling. I'm Noreen Risby, very happy to be here with you. I'm the Ontario Regional Director. We represent 168,000 members in all different sectors of the economy. And you know what? We're pissed about what this government is doing around healthcare. You're all standing here in Ontario. This was the tragic location for what happened to seniors in long-term care in the pandemic because of a for-profit system. People who want and need mental health and addictions care have to stand in line in front of people that actually have a credit card. And this is what the government is trying to move towards with our entire healthcare system. Are we going to let them do it? No. Are we going to let them divide and conquer us? No. They have starved the system. They have put Bill 124 on top of healthcare workers, which we fought and won, and we know we can do this through opposition, but they have done everything they can to create the crisis to then have everybody say, we need a solution, any solution. This is what the solution is. Opposition to this government in every corner of this province, in every corner of this country. That is what we're going to do here. Solidarity, my friends.
Hey, hey! Olivier Carrière, directeur adjoint exécutif pour Unifor Québec, assistant to Quebec directors. Hey guys, it's not only in Ontario that we're facing these issues, it's all across the country. C'est partout au pays où on a les problèmes. Au Québec, avec le gouvernement de la CAQ qui veulent privatiser davantage, sont en train de prendre exemple sur Doug Ford. Quebec is taking example of what's going on in here, so we have to fight all across the country. Just so you know, we were talking about profits versus healthcare. In Quebec region only, it's evaluated like $2 billion profit. $2 fucking billion! That money have to stay in the system. That money needs to stay in everybody's pockets till we get cured. Shame, guys. Shame on them. Take care.
Hello, everybody. I'm Unifor's Western Regional Director. And I'll tell you, it sickens me to know that in the West, we've got one premier from British Columbia that's fighting for public health care, and 3 other premiers that are doing everything they can to dismantle it. Shame! And we've got Heather Stephenson in there from Manitoba, and they're shipping people to the States. They don't care, and she's chairing the meetings. Shame! And then we've got Scott Moe, we just found the other day. Scott Moe refusing federal help during COVID, trying to say that he wanted help from the United States. Shame! He doesn't care about people. And then we have Danielle Smith. Danielle Smith is out there, and all of her strange conspiracy theories and all of her out-of-touch ideologues, she doesn't care about health care, but we do, and we're going to fight for it. And you know, Danielle Smith had the audacity to tell Albertans flat out what she thought, that they would have to get used to using their wallet for health care. Shame! Well, I'll tell you, Danielle Smith, one thing that Albertans are going to use their wallet for. They're going to use their wallet come this May to show their ID at the polling stations, and they're going to vote them all out of office. So we're not going to let our health care go. This is our turn. This is our generation. What are we going to do? Stand up, fight back. Stand up! Fight back! Stand up! Fight back! Stand up! Fight back! Thank you very much.
Keep it going. Make some noise for Unifor! I got another special shout out I want to give. The PSAC Parks Canada bargaining team is at the table this week fighting for a fair contract for workers at Parks Canada, and they took a break from bargaining to come join this rally. Make some noise for the Parks Canada team! Our next speaker we're going to bring up to the stage is the Secretary-Treasurer of NUBG, le Secrétaire Trésorier de NUBG. Faites du bruit, make some noise for Jason McLean!
Friends, tell me that you're fed up. Let me hear it. Are you fed up? I'm Jason McLean. I'm Secretary-Treasurer of the National Union of Public and General Employees. We represent over 425,000 members from coast to coast and over 125,000 healthcare workers. I just want you to tell me again, are you fed up? When you have to call an ambulance and you can't get one, are you fed up? When you go to get surgery and you have to wait months on months on months, are you fed up? When you try to get a family member into a long-term care facility and you cannot, are you fed up? This wasn't done by mistake. This was all done on purpose. We know the premiers and the Prime Minister are playing games with us, everyone. What they're doing is playing games. They're trying to starve this system so people start looking to say the private sector can fix what it is we need. Well, they cannot do it for profit. We cannot have that happen. I want to know again, are you fed up? Are we going to fight back? We need to tell the premiers, adhere to what the Prime Minister is saying, what government is saying. We need to tell the premiers to spend more money on health care. That's what we're here for, everyone. I appreciate everybody coming out here in the freezing cold weather of Ottawa, but we need to fight back. We need to be loud. We're talking to all these MPs today. They need to hear our message loud and clear. Are you fed up? Are we fighting back? Thank you, everybody. Pharmacare now and public health care forever.
Going. Are you fed up? Are you gonna fight? Woo! So the next person I'm gonna invite up to the stage is a fighter who represents this community right here in Ottawa Centre, and who is taking this fight directly to Doug Ford in the Ontario Legislature. Make some noise, and he's bringing up Doug Ford's ATM too. Make some noise, faites du bruit for my friend, mon ami, Joel Hardy.
How you doing, fantastic people? How's it going? All right, up here we got a fantastic team from our Ottawa Centre MPP crew, and we wanted to make sure you saw something Doug Ford left in Toronto. You know, we used to have a problem in politics. Some people say we still do. Cash for access. You ever heard of that? You go to a politician's fundraiser, you give them money, and you get something in return. You heard of that? Well, Doug Ford has taken it to the next level. It's not cash for access anymore. Doug Ford is an ATM. Look at this. I want you guys, before you leave, to take a selfie with this. Spread this on social media. Velvet LeClaire, an artist in this beautiful community of Ottawa Centre, built this for us. You can press a button if you want to destroy the Greenbelt and take money out of Doug Ford's ATM. You can press a button if you want to keep Bill 124. Boo! You can press a button if you want to privatize healthcare. But as I was saying to my friend Mark Hancock just a moment ago, there's a button on this ATM that doesn't work anymore. And it's the button that says Bill 28. And it doesn't work because education workers from CUPE stood up, defied the law, and made Doug Ford back down. So I got a question for you. Are you ready to create the hottest winter and the hottest spring to make Doug Ford back down? All right, I want to thank from the bottom of my heart the Canadian Health Coalition. I want to thank you so much for all the great organizing you're doing, but we're in this together and we're in it to win it, right? Keep organizing, keep fighting, and here locally on February 18th with the Ottawa Health Coalition, Chandra Pasma and I are doing a demo at Saint Laurent Industrial outside the Herzog Eye Institute, friends of Doug Ford that want to do cataract surgeries. What do you think about that? Join us on the 18th if you're in Ottawa. Much love, massive respect. Continue la fight. Bye.
February 18th, make sure to come back out and join the fight, because this fight, we're ready to keep fighting it, right? When I say mic check, you say mic check. Mic check. I know it's going to be a fight, but I'm ready for a fight. Woo! All right, everybody, our next speaker, raise your voices, make some noise for my national president, the president of the Public Service Alliance of Canada, le président de l'Alliance de la fonction publique du Canada, Chris Aylward.
Thank you, Alex. Hey, everybody, I know it's really cold. My message is going to be really short. We can agree from Newfoundland and Labrador to British Columbia, our healthcare system is in a mess and we need it fixed. But we have to remember, across the Yukon, across Northwest Territories, and across Nunavut, it's even worse than it is here in the South, and that's wrong. We can never forget our friends, our sisters and brothers in the North. We're a community nurse who works 14-hour shifts, goes home and is home for 2 hours, and then gets a call from the RCMP saying, you got to come up on the highway because there's an accident. And that patient has to be treated in the back of an RCMP cruiser. What kind of treatment is that person getting? My friends, this is not the healthcare system that Tommy Douglas wanted. This is not the healthcare system at all that Tommy Douglas wanted. And it's not the healthcare that we want today. People over profits. People over profits. People over profits.
Over profits. People over profits. People over profits. People over profits. All right, everybody. Make some noise to welcome our next speaker. Faites du bruit pour accueillir notre prochain speaker, Riaz Nandan, le trésorier de la Fédération canadienne des étudiants. Riaz Nandan, the treasurer of CFS, the Canadian Federation of Students. Make some noise!
Hello everyone, my name is Riaz Nandan. I'm from the Canadian Federation of Students, and we represent over 500,000 students in this country. Now, I just want to start off with a quote that we say often to student unions, is that when the students and the workers are united, we cannot be defeated. Now, I'd like to remind folks, we took the Ontario government to court not once, but twice, and beat them when they threatened cuts to education. We're going to do the same thing for healthcare, and they cannot stop us, because when we hit the ground, they cannot stop labor unions, they cannot stop student unions from stopping them from cutting healthcare. Now, when I say the students and workers cannot be defeated, I'll say the students and workers, and you say cannot be defeated. The students and workers. Cannot be defeated. The students and workers. Cannot be defeated. Thank you, folks. And I'd like to give a big shout out to the Canadian Health Coalition and other labor unions for showing up today. Keep up the great work. We got this, folks.
Make some noise, keep it going, faites du bruit! Yes! All right, so before bringing up our final speaker, I do want to thank some unions and organizations who supported this rally. The BC Health Coalition, the Canadian Labour Congress, the Canadian Federation of Nurses Unions, the Canadian Federation of Students, the Canadian Union of Public Employees, Coalition Solidarité Santé, the Civic Institute of Professional Personnel, the Congress of Union Retirees of Canada, the Council of Canadians, the Friends of Medicare, Inter-Paris, the London Health Coalition, the National Association of Women in the Law, the National Farmers Union, the National Union of Public and General Employees, the Manitoba Health Coalition, the Ontario Health Coalition, OPSU, Hospital Professionals Division, the Ottawa Health Coalition, Service Employees International Union, Unifor, United Steelworkers, and last but not least, the Public Service Alliance of Canada! Yes! Alright, and I know folks are taking pictures and videos. Amplify this on social media, keep the message going, and please use the hashtags Profit Doesn't Care and Pharmacare Now. Et en français, hashtag Les Profits Font Mal, hashtag Assurance Médicaments. Our final speaker, actually, before I bring up our last speaker, are there any nurses in the house? Our last speaker for the day is the president of the Canadian Federation of Nurses Unions, la présidente de la Fédération Canadienne des Infirmiers et Infirmières. Please make some noise for my mom, Linda Silas!
He's always been a quiet child, I guarantee you that. Un gros bonjour et si fier de vous avoir ici, car ce qui se passe avec tous les gouvernements, et comme les gouvernements Legault, les gouvernements Moe et les gouvernements Smith, qui sont en train de donner de la misère au gouvernement fédéral qui veut seulement donner de l'argent et des principes pour améliorer notre soin de santé, shame on them. I want to thank you so much for the invitation. But right now, the premiers are meeting with the Prime Minister, and it is clear that the Prime Minister wants to increase the transfer payment, but with conditions. Yeah. They're talking about a 10-year plan, but guess what? Many of us were there when they negotiated the last 10-year plan in 2004. And we were there asking for strings, and we're asking for strings now because Canadians deserve it. Healthcare workers deserve it. Right now, we're thinking of people in Turkey, in Syria, and our hearts are breaking. We can never forget what COVID did to our seniors, to our children, to our communities, our business, our healthcare workforce. Our nurses, our doctors, and every healthcare worker out there are tired, they're burnt out, and they're pissed off. They have had enough. We have had enough. So you met my son. He was in diapers the first time I lobbied for national pharmacare. I guarantee you he's not wearing diapers today. But it is important that we continue fighting for a national pharmacare program because it is part of keeping Canadians healthy. So you will join me and the rest of our 250,000 unionized nurses that are working 24/7 across this country from one ocean to the other ocean to the other ocean to make sure that Canadians are well served. Because it is not a we and they situation anymore. We owe it to the taxpayers of this country to have a great healthcare system, and it is with the warriors of this fight that we will win it because the politician, as Pauline said, will feel the heat. So make sure you stay well connected with the Health Coalition. And the Health Coalition, I can't see where Pauline is right now, but there, oh there. Un gros merci, Megwish. Thank you. So where's my son? We need a chant, Alexandre. Come on, Alexandre. You know.
Will he be in diapers again before you get a help?
No. Okay.
All right, repeat after me, everybody. Everywhere we go.
Everywhere we go.
People want to know.
People want to know
who we are.
Who we are.
So we tell them.
So we tell them.
We are the workers.
We are the workers.
Mighty, mighty workers.
The mighty
mighty workers.